All right, guys, since it took me too long to get this crown for myself and I was struggling with it and didn't get it that day, had plans on Sunday, and so I'm going to show you, instead of a video and tutorial on how to do this, which you guys already know, I'm going to show you some shortcuts that you guys can go through. So this is the puzzle part right here, and it's like the second part that you go through. You have to go through the main part to get in this room where you're supposed to go through this puzzle, but you can see up against this balcony, if you stand there, eventually one of these robots will come here, and then you can actually hack one of the robots, and there is a shortcut that you can go through. You won't even have to solve that big puzzle that right there with all the different colors and getting them to all go through. It's unnecessary if you just do it this way. So on this machine, you can see there is another little conveyor belt down there. The conveyor belts aren't really moving like fast at all. You really have a lot of leeway from where you drop because you've got that big platform right there that you're gonna fall on, but then all you have to do is go past this box right here. And again, guys, this is the very this is like kind of like the last step of the whole portal puzzle piece thing, and we've got a couple other shortcuts in this video that we're going to show you. But you bring this robot over here. Now I think this is intended, and there might be more shortcuts and quicker ways to go through this, like a way to basically get through all of it. I'm not sure, maybe that hasn't been discovered yet, but now you don't have to do this thing right here. All you have to do now that you've opened up that spot, you should be clear to be able to come to this other balcony over on the other side from where you were, and then jump down there. Just be careful that you don't fall. Now instead of going that way, you're going to go the same way that the little robot went. So there's the same little conveyor belt that the robot was in right there, and it is keeping this whole area safe for you to get through without getting burned from any flames or anything. So now you can just kind of go right past all of this stuff. You don't have to solve the puzzle, and it's a little quicker and easier to do. So just go straight forward, and then after you do that, you can go across here, and then we've got this main area that we started out when this whole puzzle began, and the big hole down there that used to have fire and would kill you if you tried to go down it to the next part. That fire is now out once you've gotten to this part, and you can go down there and clear yourself for the next challenge that is a part of this whole final battle. So we're just going to jump down there, and we're safe and moving on to the next part. So this is the next shortcut. So behind you, there's going to be all of these energy things. So make sure you've got 100% on your energy there on the bottom left. You may have to wait for more to spawn. There's 4 that spawn, and then it takes a minute exactly for them to respawn. So you may have to wait like 2 or 3 minutes just to make sure you've got 100%. But you can see we've used these drums as rockets to just go all the way across on the other side of this dome, and then you can just run along this thin little pathway that is running alongside the dome, and then you don't have to worry about all of the steam trying to kill you and trying to make it onto the next platform while you've got all of those gears that are turning in your face. And then you want to get over here, try to, again, do better than I did at conserving your energy. But of course, you've got energy right here, and if you want to wait for another minute, you can get some more energy right there. That's what I actually recommend doing instead of what I did here. Just wait for another minute, and I would wait to just get that energy because it will respawn again after 60 seconds. So now you can just do the same thing, use these drums as a rocket booster to get on over to the other side, and then you just walk along the edge of this dome over here, and it's so much easier than trying to go through all those platforms and that steam that's trying to kill you, and then it's getting you over here to the end. And as soon as you get towards the end of this side of the platform over here, you've got these purple ones that start popping up once you get close enough to them. Now you can do as much like double jumping, wall sliding, leaping as you need to. You might also need to use your jets right there for some part of it. So right here, just to get that next one, it's really nice to have some fuel in your jetpack. So I would recommend, wait as long as you need to fill up with fuel, and then you're almost up here to the button on the very top, and then all you do is you push that button, and then boom, it's a lot easier than going around that whole thing along the outside. So now we've got here this button that we need to push, of course, but at least we've got a checkpoint, and that's really good because we're going up against Ibella, but we're going to figure out how to make it a little bit easier here for you in this race against Ibella in this first part. So you've got the lava coming up. We're doing a little bit of normal parkour, just going through, racing through this whole thing the way we normally would. But then there's going to be a part that we can use to kind of save ourselves quite a bit of time. You're going to see me fumble my way through it pretty bad here because but I still make it, and it's just also to prove to you guys that you don't really have to worry about Bella because you're gonna end up skipping so much of this obby that it doesn't really matter because Bella's still gonna be pretty far behind. So even though she's cheating and she's got a hang glider, so all right, here we go. This third part right here, that third moving platform, if you guys can wall slide and then double jump and then leap, you guys can get up to the next platform over there. But it takes, as you can see right here, it takes a couple tries. You might fall and you might not. You might just hit that gear, but just keep going back. Keep trying until you wall slide and you get yourself up there. And then once you get up there, you've pretty much gone around a huge portion of the obby and the hardest parts of the obby, and it's really no big deal. So now from there, you can just move on to the crates, jump onto these crates over here, and then move on to the next spot. And then we can just keep going forward from this point, and then it's super easy from here. So from here, you also need to do a double jump and leap, so just make sure you kind of jump and leap. Take your time because you're way ahead of Bella at this point, so then you're good to go. So now you can finish, and that should all save you quite a bit of time trying to get the end to try to get this crown. It is pretty intense, and I think we're gonna make a video here talking a little bit about what's going on with this person right here in the future. Anyways, if you're new here, we'd love to have you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.